Space is truly the final frontier. Nowhere else on Earth are there as many seemingly unsolvable mysteries that leave scientists scratching their heads in the search for answers. From mysterious flashes emerging from the depths of space to new glimpses of long obstructed planets, there is always progress being made in the attempt to uncover the deepest, darkest secrets of space. Just recently, this photograph was posted to various online groups that research strange discoveries in space. One user posted and questioned what it was, asking other people to weigh in. It's not known where or who took the photograph, but users said you can clearly see that something is close to our sun. What many people find interesting about these objects is that they're detected using NASA equipment. One of the most common places to see these large objects lurking close to the sun is by looking through SOHO images. This recent image didn't have any information attached to it, so it's not known where it came from or who originally captured it, but those in the group who saw it said it most likely came from the SOHO library, as this is where the majority of these images come from. The SOHO is a craft that was launched in December 1995, with the main goal of it being to study the sun. As of right now, amateur researchers have said that these objects have been visiting our sun for years, and even suggest that they may be using it as some sort of portal, or that the sun could be some type of fueling station. Although scientists and researchers have said that theoretically it would be possible for an advanced civilization to travel the stars, as of right now we haven't detected any signs that show there's life out there. But researchers who have studied mysterious phenomena have said this is the wrong way to look at these types of topics, saying that if a civilization was millions of years more advanced than us, they may not even use traditional means of propulsion. They might be able to go invisible. They may be able to send drones to investigate life on other planets, and ultimately they might not even consider us worthy of being visited, stating that they might see us as a throwaway civilization. With an estimated 100 billion galaxies in the universe, each of which having hundreds of billions of planets, the idea that we're alone in the universe is one that seems very unlikely, especially when you consider the amount of planets that are out there. NASA has weighed in on these photographs in the past, saying the following: "Ever since launch, there's been a number of people who've claimed to have seen mysterious objects in SOHO images. Although some of these supposed pictures of mysterious objects can seem quite intriguing, they've always turned out to have quite an ordinary course when examined by experienced SOHO scientists. In recent days, we've been receiving so many questions and claims that we'd like to set the record straight. In the past, we've been accused of covering up evidence when we present our explanations, and of refusing to comment or clamming up. Most commonly, these images are due to perfectly natural flaws or artifacts. There is a possibility and indeed a probability of life beyond Earth. Science is driven by the desire to better understand the unknown, but science is a matter of evidence, and we have not yet detected extraterrestrial life. We do, however, continue to look." Interestingly, NASA has changed their stance on mysterious objects. A few years back, the company dismissed these sightings and said that they've never detected anything of interest, and that the majority of sightings can be easily explained, and normally fall in the category of camera anomalies or glitches. The space agency recently announced that they will begin investigating these mysterious objects, in order to come to a conclusive answer in regards to what people are seeing. This 360 excited many people, and those who heard the news said they were happy that NASA were talking about the topic, and said they hope that they can reveal and uncover the truth about what's going on. NASA said the following on their website: "NASA's commissioning a study team to start early in the fall to examine unidentified phenomena, that is, observations of events in the sky that cannot be identified as aircraft or known natural phenomena. The study will focus on identifying available data, how best to collect future data, and how NASA can use that data to move the scientific understanding of unidentified phenomena forward. The limited number of observations of unidentified phenomena currently makes it difficult to draw scientific conclusions about the nature of such events. Unidentified phenomena in the atmosphere are of interest for both national security and air safety. Understanding which events are natural provides a key first step to identifying or mitigating such phenomena, which aligns with one of NASA's goals to ensure the safety of aircraft. There is no evidence that unidentified phenomena are extraterrestrial in origin. Thomas Zurbuchen, the Associate Administrator for Science at NASA's headquarters in Washington, said the following: NASA believes that the tools of scientific discovery are powerful, and that they also apply here. We have access to a broad range of observations of Earth from space, and that is the lifeblood of scientific inquiry. We have the tools and teams who can help us to improve our understanding of the unknown. That's the very definition of what science is. That's what we do. The agency is not part of the Department of Defense's Unidentified Task Force, or its successor, the Airborne Object Identification and Management Synchronization Group. NASA has, however, coordinated widely across the government regarding how to apply the tools of science in order to shed light on the nature and origin of unidentified phenomena. The agency's independent study team will be led by astrophysicist David Spergel, who is president of the Simons Foundation in New York City, and previously the chair of the Astrophysics Department at Princeton University in Princeton. Daniel Evans, the Assistant Administrator for Research at NASA's Science Mission, will serve as the NASA official responsible for orchestrating the study. Although some criticize the sentence, the limited number of observations of unidentified phenomena currently makes it difficult to draw conclusions, saying that there's been thousands of documented sightings, from high-up officials who have detailed that they couldn't explain what they were seeing, to everyday people. They said that it's a step in the right direction, and that hopefully we can finally get some answers for what these strange objects are. One user said the following: "These discoveries don't always have to mean that it's coming from another planet. Many people who see these things just want answers. A lot of the time the people who are seeing these things are just normal people, and if they were told that they saw a new type of aircraft, I don't think they'd really care. For most eyewitnesses, they just want some clarity on what they encountered." It's incredible to learn about some of the things that we're testing, and it shows we're advancing at an incredible speed. One such example of this comes from a recent announcement via the US Air Force, when they revealed that they're testing force fields, further saying they're on the horizon. According to whispers from the US Air Force, the ever so popular science fiction trope could become a reality in a future that is not so far away. An announcement from the Air Force Research Lab released a report in the early summer of 2021 and made the suggestion that force fields is within our reach this very century. We seem to be about to cross the threshold between our current weaponry and warfare tactics into the strange and somewhat frightening futuristic weapons, which up until now had only been a work of fiction. Of course, the mention of a force field was not the only aspect of the Air Force report worth discussing. Plenty of other updates and suggestions came alongside this announcement, all discussing how the military-industrial complex plans on making the most out of the directed energy weapons. The Air Force Research Lab presented the claim that the force field technology could merely be decades, if not years away from becoming a reality, and that as of right now we're at a tipping point in the development of weaponry, balancing the huge advancements that we can see just around the corner, but with them out of reach enough that we can still develop the less revolutionary equipment. The potential force field that we may be able to create has been described as umbrella-like. Its purpose would unsurprisingly be to deflect missile attacks, localize several directed energy weapons, and act as an overall defense. In the initial phases, These weapons to make the force fields will be aided by vehicles they'll be mounted to, though in the long term, after more success and as the force field research develops, it's hoped that they can be lifted into space. The report stated, by 2060, a large fleet or constellation of high-altitude systems could provide a missile defense umbrella as part of a layered defense system if such concepts prove affordable and necessary. This technology would certainly mark an impressive scientific turn. While many hope that this technology will come about in some form or another by 2060, we do not know how quickly these developments can take place between then and now, so predictions are currently little more than exciting speculations and shocking new concepts. The current progress shows that there are a number of energy-directed weapons already under construction. It was announced early in 2021 that the US Army is developing what they've dubbed the world's most powerful laser. This laser should be able to use various pulses and signals to interfere with enemy signals and, quote, vaporize targets. This laser has the wonderful catchy name of the tactical ultra-short pulse laser for army platforms. The hope is that this overwhelming piece of equipment will be 1 in a million times more powerful than existing and therefore rival laser platforms. The report stated the following: electron beams are currently considered to be the most likely to find military application, albeit that today, due to technological limitations, propagation can only be achieved poorly in the Earth's atmosphere. Military relevant systems are currently limited to less than a few hundred meters. US servicemen and women will be members of the most sophisticated military in future conflicts. Direct energy weapons are currently being rapidly developed and will be used around the world, and direct energy is considered to be a game-changing military technology. So what do you make of these recent discoveries? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comments section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.